Hello, y'all. Welcome to the Blue Lions. Damn it, can we get that again? I want to get that effect. It was a cool light effect for a second. Oh well. Welcome to the Blue Lions. Thanks for being here. Talking about canceling fascists. So, a good day for canceling fascists because I watched one video about it. I've had a couple more. It looks like the heat's going to Emiru. Like everybody's out in Emiru for being a fascist. I had no idea. I wasn't really like up on who she was or anything. I'd only seen two videos about her. One of them about a year or two ago when she was attacked. She was aggressively hugged by a fan. And another one just a couple days ago because Vladimir randomly, accidentally, met her at the airport. So, the nice thing about Emiru getting canceled is it's taken down the whole network. Like, we're taking down the network through Emiru, which is ironic and funny, but good. So, thanks for um, revealing your uh, inclinations. Basically, what happened was Emiru refused to take a position on ICE kidnapping. And this is what's going to show, this is going to be the baseline. Anybody who doesn't take a position, anybody who's not anti kidnapping, is getting canceled as a kidnapper. Is getting canceled as a kidnapping enabler. They're going to end up on OnlyFans, where their OnlyFans are kidnappers. Now, nothing against being on OnlyFans. They'll probably make more money on OnlyFans. But they're going to end up on OnlyFans where their OnlyFans will be kidnappers. And that's the same for Greg Bovino. Like, are you guys subscribed to Greg Bovino's OnlyFans channel yet? Because that's where you're going to end up. On Greg Bovino's OnlyFans channel. On Christy Gnome's OnlyFans channel. On Pam Bondi's OnlyFans channel if they let him have OnlyFans in prison. So that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about how getting these people off of our regular platforms, getting them onto OnlyFans where people are only watching them for 30 seconds and then leaving, is going to severely reduce their reach. And so all this stuff is backfiring on them. Thinking they can normalize fascism by having people like Emiru not take a stand, which then is taking a stand, is going to teach everybody that not taking a stand is the same as coming out saying the assassin, J.D. Vance. Any of that shit, dude. This is what you get canceled for. How to get canceled, okay? Being MAGA, being fascist, not taking a stand against MAGA and fascists. I was pleased to hear from I Am Blakely, of all people, I think, that Lady Gaga recently came out against fascism or against ICE. Well, it's like, what took you so long? That's quite a hot take. So I'm hearing. I first heard about Emiru from Smooshy Mushi. Sushi Mushi. Sushi Mushi is the contact. No, what's your problem, Michael? Why are you trying to change the subject? Or you're not trying to change the subject. You're trying to promote fascist ideology. Michael, you seem to have problems. Okay, are you still here? Leave an emoji if you're still here, because Net and YouTube's not counting you. You don't seem to count, according to Net and YouTube. How does that make you feel? Drop an emoji if you're still here, but you don't seem to be here. Yeah, you see how they weren't counting you, though? See how they had you listed as a 0? You can't support ICE. You can support ICE getting into jail. You can put ICE in the camps they made for us. There we go. That was the dark shit. You can put ICE in the camps you made for us. Oh, I gotta highlight that. You can put ICE in the camps they made for us. And then at that point, I don't think you can support them. I think if you went towards that camp to try to support the ICE that were left in that camp, they would lock you in too for your support of ICE. They're going to have to eat each other. You're the problem, Michael. Okay? You don't understand that you're the problem. Okay? It's coming to you guys. I've told you Trump Putineers again and again. I'm raking your racism away. I've told you Trump Putineers again and again. The best thing for you is for Trump to have consequences, to start having consequences for Trump as soon as possible. The less consequences Trump faces, the more consequences Trump faces before he passes on or flees to Moscow, whatever it is, the less consequences will be left for you. It is in your best interest. I'll have to turn Timu off. They found some way to blast my phones. It is in your best interest, Trump Putineers, to have consequences for Trump. Because the more people's appetite for justice can be satisfied by Trump himself, the less that appetite will demand consequences for yourself. Right now, you should have similar consequences to Trump. People are as mad at you as they are at Trump. But if people can expunge some of that anger by having actual consequences for Trump, then there will be less for you. If they can't, then it's all for you. If Trump passes away without getting any consequences, dude, there is no end. They're going to hunt Trump mutineers to the ends of the earth, just like they do the Nazis from Germany, the original Nazis. Hello. I don't think your questions matter, Michael. You're one of the people that don't matter. You're a MAGA Trump mutineer. You follow Donica Putinsky. You worship Donica Putinsky and his daddy Vladdy. Like, you don't matter. You can ask a question when you start mattering. Yeah, I'll pay attention to chat when it's something worth paying attention to. You can say something. If I miss your comment, the rules of my chat are if I miss your comment and it was important, if you drop an emoji, I'll read all your comments. It's not hard. Yeah, Michael's gonna take that. He's a little bootlicking bitch. Dude, all Trump mutineers, they'll take fucking anything. They thrive on abuse, right? Like they want you to abuse them, which I guess I shouldn't satisfy them by even acknowledging them. But you know, they're slaves. They're slaves of Donica Putinsky and his daddy Vladdy. They enjoy being slaves. We were just talking about slaves of Donica Putinsky and his daddy Vladdy, talking about Trump slaves. Yeah, they're all Trump, dude. I'm sorry. See, look, now he's down. Now they're in there typing racial slurs. You know, they're just Trump Nazis. All they're here to do is to confirm that Trumpers are Nazis, Klansmen, racists, kidnappers. I mean, everybody always knows that, but all they can really do is confirm it. So, you know, I'm sorry. Like we could mute them or block them or whatever. What do you mean? Who do I support? I support Kat Abighazali. I support Jasmine Crockett. I support AOC. I support Cardi B. I think Cardi B should run for president. Well, check out Kat Abighazali. You don't support anybody? Kupu? Check out Kat Abighazali. It's spelled KatAbugazaleh. Kat Abighazali. On YouTube, it's just Kat Abu. Katabu. Katabu. Also, Lauren P. Check out Lauren P. Lauren P. Perech. I don't know her last name very well, but it's Lauren P. I am Lauren P. On YouTube, type in I am Lauren P. All one word. I am LOREN P. Lauren P. Yeah, I told you, dude, it's all trolls. It's all MAGA trolls, dude. All they do is prove that they're all in the files. All they do is prove that they're pro-kidnapping. All they do is prove that they're total Nazis, dude. I mean, all we do is have, you know, their only purpose is that one's going to say racist things. That one's going to say pedophile things. They're all going to be happy with each other. So it's just, this chat, unfortunately, is proof that the FBI, the Klan, the Nazis, they're all the same fucking group. Like, this chat proves it. We have FBI agents in the chat. They're welcome to chat too. FBI agents could say, actually, you Nazis suck. But the FBI agents suck, dude. Like, this is just evidence, dude. All we're doing is producing evidence right now. If we can get a main character in chat, if we can get like a human in chat, then we can have a conversation. But right now, no, dude, you can look at my lives. You can see the live stream. I did a live stream of the FBI. Like, I've got an FBI agent sitting here covering for Epstein in front of my house. Like, when the FBI came to my door because one of these Trump mutineer Nazis falsely reported me for anti-Trump content, the FBI came to my door for anti-Trump content. The FBI came to my door for anti-Trump comments. And one of them, when I mentioned Epstein, got all weird and started defending Epstein. You know, like, come on, y'all. You can see it in my live stream. I live streamed the FBI coming to my house. So, you know, like, you can doubt and deny and all this stupid Nazi bullshit, but nobody believes you. Okay? People believe the truth. People who hear the truth know the truth. We're canceling Emiru today. Like today, the goal is can't get Emiru on OnlyFans. You're welcome. Isn't that what you wanted anyway? Didn't you want Emiru on OnlyFans? Well, she's coming to OnlyFans. You're welcome. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? You're welcome. Hello, Starboy, the Knight. You're in the right place. Starboy the Knight, welcome to the Ultraviolet Lions. Welcome to the Blue Lions. We're the spiritual and Democrat supporters of the Black Lion Party for International Liberation. That's the one that the Epstein class is the most afraid of. The two groups that the Epstein class are afraid of. Dude, I'm in Colorado. What am I supposed to do? The two groups that the Epstein class are most afraid of are the Bernie supporters and the Black Panthers. And the Black Panthers hadn't existed in 20 years, and he was afraid of the Black Panthers. So the Black Lions, what the Black Panthers have become, the true inheritors of the Black Panthers, scaring the shit out of them. That's why we're doing ultraviolet lions here for all psychics, witches, vampires, otherkin, mystical, spiritual people. We also do the Church of Judas to replace Christianity. And we're doing blue lions here for all Democrats, Bernie Sanders supporters. Thanks for being here. If you're a good human, thanks for being here. You're gonna have to stop talk more to overcome the Nazis. Okay, this is jihad. This is spiritual warfare. Your comments defeat their comments. Your reactions defeat their comments. But we're gonna need good people. Sorry, somebody had a profile picture that reminded me of a good person, but it wasn't a good person. It was, I mean, I don't know. I kind of doubt you're a good person when your profile name is a racial slur. Kind of doubt you're a good person. Prove me wrong. You know, say some anti-Trump shit. Be a racist and be a unique character. Be a racist who says anti-Trump shit. I'll forgive your racism if you're anti-Trump. We can talk. But be a racist who says anti-Trump shit. And not Trump isn't racist enough. That doesn't count. Be a racist who says anti-Trump shit. Let's see if we can get an interesting character in here. Or we got a main character in here yet? Starboy the Knight. Starboy the Knight's still here. Hold on a second, Starboy the Knight. Let me read all your comments. Starboy the Knight. Oh, you've been here before. You've said free both Israel and Palestine. Dude, I like your style. Starboy the Knight. Now we're talking. I'm a Starboy. I'm a motherfucking Starboy. Yeah. Hold on, Starboy the Knight. Keep talking. Let me get some more of your comments. I'm reading your comments from past lives. Oh, dude, you've been here for a minute. Well done. Starboy the Knight. I don't have to tell everybody what lives you were in. But I'll read some of your comments from past lives. Abdullah Hashim is messenger to Antichrist Muhammad al-Mahdi, who appears after World Cup 2028, says Trump evil. So is Trump evil or the Antichrist messenger? Well, he's not the Antichrist. Trump's the Antichrist. What? You might be a little confused here. This was in Save USA, Greenland, EU, etc. Then you said unite as one fellowship. I like the unity stuff. I'm digging the unity. I'm not entirely... Damn it. YouTube's so fucking janky. I didn't want to delete your message. You said together. Well, with ice, though? Yeah, you might be trolling. You might not count. I might not have to read your comments after all. Thanks, fairies. I'm sorry. We thought we had a main character in chat. Let's see. Is somebody criticizing Trump? If you're criticizing Trump, you're in the right place. Shout out to the DOJ after they concentrate this guy. So this character, Roman 111117, 5 ones, Roman 111117, says, shout out to the DOJ after they concentrate this guy. So he's bragging about the concentration camps. Again, the only purpose that these Nazis serve is to identify them as Nazis and identify their cohorts as Nazis. So Emiru got doxxed as a Nazi. Some people apparently always knew. They didn't do enough to tell everybody. Well, she told everybody herself. She refused to condemn ICE. Everybody's talking about her now. She's getting canceled. She's going the way of Nikki Fuentes Minaj. She'll be on OnlyFans soon. You're welcome. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? You're welcome. Didn't you guys want Emiru on OnlyFans? Like, we're getting shit done. We're getting shit done for the community. Of course, our OnlyFans on OnlyFans will be kidnappers. So one day they'll probably... One day they'll, anyway, I'm not cheering that on. I don't cheer on kidnappers like you guys do. How do you get a girlfriend? You can find a girlfriend for original 4727. First, do you deserve a girlfriend? Are you anti-Trump? Because if you're not anti-Trump, then there's no reason until you're anti-Trump you don't get a girlfriend. That would be off-brand for your armband. Be off-brand for your armband to have a girlfriend if you're anti-Trump. I mean, if you're pro-Trump. See, Erica is here. I don't know what Erica's issue is. She's apparently young. Did you want to go out, Erica? Are you trying to get a date? Erica, are you trying to get a date? Because original 4772 is 48, and he wants to get a date. He'd probably be young enough for you. See, it's not hard, dude. Like, a lot of you Trumpers are gay, and you won't admit it, so you should probably have sex with each other. Like, once you guys start having sex with each other instead of trolling my comments, you're going to be happier. Promise you. I promise you. Nick Fuentes can never tell you this, but sex is better than trolling. Sex is so much better than trolling. Like, even sex with a troll would be better than trolling. But dude, sex is better than trolling. I know you guys can't be convinced of anything, but this will, see, look, this will click later. Sex is better than trolling. Anyway, we're looking for main characters in the chat. We're making fun of Emiru for being a Nazi bitch. We're laughing at how she's going to go on OnlyFans. Not that there's anything wrong with OnlyFans, but her OnlyFans are going to be kidnappers. So that's going to be hilarious. Can you find the Fed video recorded? Name you gave it. Where on the channel? Son of Thor, thank you for your interest. You probably have to see the FBI come into my house, you probably have to scroll down to about 15 lives, maybe 20 lives back. If you look through my lives and you scroll down to one that's going to have a P, it's not going to have I didn't have time because the FBI was at my door. I didn't have time to start the live and put a cover photo on it. So it's going to be one of the ones with a P. It's probably not even named. It's probably going to say Puffin Live. So sorry, because there's going to be a few like that. But I don't know. It's from a while back, dude. Kamala. FBI visit. Yeah, I mean, just because one of these Nazis in chat reported me. The FBI, like, read off some comments from YouTube that were anti-Trump. You know, they were like, oh, when you said this, that was anti-Trump. So it was, the FBI came to my house for anti-Trump comments. But think about it, dude, that's not the worst thing the FBI is doing. The FBI is helping these kidnappers. The FBI is protecting a kidnapper who kidnapped Nancy Guthrie. Savannah Guthrie, the Today Show host mom, got kidnapped, and the FBI is helping them. Like, it's real obvious, dude. The FBI is fucking kidnapper as fuck. The FBI used to stop kidnappings, but now the FBI's switched and they work with the kidnappers. You follow rules for FBI. I mean, pretty much. I was never breaking the rules anyway. I'm not doing anything bad. I'm pretty sure it had to do with your Roblox account. I don't play Roblox, but did you guys hear about Jeffrey Epstein's Roblox account? Or it was either Roblox or World of Warcraft or something. Did you guys hear about Jeffrey Epstein's video game accounts continuing after his supposed death? I mean, nobody cares about Jeffrey Epstein anymore anyway. He's swimming with Osama now around their private island. Charlie Kirk. Swimming with Osama now around their private island. I play Roblox on a professional level. Zach, I mean, congratulations. That's cool. Alive in Israel. Didn't Bill Gates ban him on Minecraft? Maybe. Probably it was a personal dispute. It was like, did Donica Patinsky bite when he was blowing Bill Clinton? You know, is there a personal, did he take a nibble? When Donica Patinsky was blowing Bill Clinton, Feds got you on APB. What's APB? All Points Bulletin. Okay, it was a Fortnite account. Yeah, apparently Epstein's video games account was still active after his. Did you guys hear about that? It's interesting that Epstein's video games account are proving that they're all liars, that they didn't kill him. Or he didn't kill himself, whatever. Epstein's video games accounts are proving that he's liars. And Emiru is getting all these Nazis outed. What's the cheese symbolized? We beat the Packers. Broncos, go Broncos. We beat the Packers, so I hung their head on my wall like a trophy. You know, like people have a moose head. I've got a cheese head. Does that explain it? I'm an elevator salesman. Business is up and down. That's a good one. Thanks. Thanks for providing a laugh to the chat. So everybody's against ICE, right? Everybody's against kidnapping. I mean, we can see that there's a couple Nazis in chat who are pro-kidnapping. Yeah, I've noticed the pro-kidnapping Nazis, but everybody's against ICE, besides, you know, the people who matter. Is there anybody who matters in chat yet? We got 21 supposed accounts here. There's probably about 40 or 50, but there's so many supposed accounts here. Have we got a human yet? Have we got a good spirit? Have we got anybody who matters? This is supposed to be ultraviolet lions for witches and psychics and fairies and spiritual people. I don't see anybody who matters. Everybody I see doesn't matter. If I missed your comment and you matter, leave an emoji. Hold on, I see some emojis. Paul. If I missed your comment and you matter, leave an emoji. If you're a main character especially. No, they don't matter, sorry. I was misled. I'm rich and famous. Zach. Good job, Zach. Thanks, Zach. Thanks for being here, Zach. Hey, will you promote automatic citizenship for everyone ICE contacts? You joined 1 month ago and you have no subscribers, so I kind of doubt that you're rich and famous. But is there anybody rich and famous here? Anybody here rich and famous? Any humans? Monica. Monica, you were here the other day, weren't you? What are you doing, Monica? Did you want to go on a date? Are you back to try to go on a date? I missed your previous comment. It's not manipulation. Hold on, let's read your comments from yesterday, the Bad Bunny. Well, Monica was here for a minute. Oh, that's the soul. You sound possessed. What a bizarre thing to say, LOL. Antifa has souls. Bro, stay off the video games. Nazi hunters? Because we were watching the family-friendly one halftime show where people don't grab their genitals. Who the hell are you to determine who has a soul? That's crazy delusional. Muslims. This guy can vote. That's insane. And then what? Stupid. Because it's fun to watch y'all crazy. Did you want to have sex, Monica? Is that what all these comments are about? You've never had an orgasm before, right? Monica, you're an actual girl, aren't you? That's what's crazy about it. You're an actual female human, right? It's not manipulation. God feared the law that the wages of sin is death. The only way to save us was by fulfilling the test of living sinless life, becoming spotless lamb. So you want to have sex. Like, you definitely want to have sex. This person has not had satisfying sex. Monica, we can have sex. You and I can have. You're really a female, aren't you? Oh, this guy again obsessing over sex. Yeah, here we go. You're back, dude. Oh, that was your first comment. I hadn't even said anything about sex until just now. But yeah, we should have sex. You have a problem. Sex is just sex, but you've never had it. That's the whole thing. You're sitting here downplaying sex, but you've never had sex. Sex is just sex. But you can catch STDs. Not if you use condoms. The whole point. I'm gonna use a condom, bitch. Like, don't even think about that. And evolve to realize you have list bits and pieces of yourself lost. You've lost bits and pieces of yourself to every promiscuous, empty encounter. It can cause drug-like addictions and obsessive disorders. You mean you could get addicted to sex? You know, that's actually the natural state of humanity that's pretty good for you. No, I love ICE. They uphold our immigration laws. And we can watch actual fascism in Iran, where they gunned down over 35,000 protesters. Stupid. You can watch actual fascism. You enjoy watching the actual fascism. Dude, it's fascist here too. Trump was working with the Iranians to murder 35,000 dissenters. Trump was working with the Iranian government to murder 35,000 dissenters. Trump was helping the Iranian government identify who some of their dissenters were so they could murder 35,000 of them. And you're proud of that, just like you're proud of of Putin kidnapping 40,000 kids from Ukraine. You're proud of that? I am proud of Zelensky, by the way. I'm proud of Zelensky and every Ukrainian saving America from Trump and Putin more than any Americans are doing. Thank you, Ukraine. We love you. Slava Ukraine. Okay, we got any humans in chat yet? No humans yet. Any humans or Yeah, you're Nazis. We all know you're Nazis. Everybody knows you're Nazis. The fact that you don't know you're Nazis just means you're really fucking stupid. Okay? Um, Dude, nobody needs to twist your words. Nobody needs to pay attention to your words. We're just looking for any humans in chat. Anybody who's not a Nazi. Anybody who's not a Nazi. If you're not a Nazi in chat and I didn't read your comments, put an emoji because I can't scroll back through all the Nazi bullshit. These people are just here to get better people. These accounts are just here to get better people in here. Nazis are only allowed to speak because they're going to say all this triggered bullshit, and then other people will come in because people are commenting. But what you can do if you're not a Nazi is you can react or you can comment. Like, don't be afraid of the dumbass Nazis. They can't do shit. But react or comment, and then we'll stop talking to the Nazis. Commenting is key because the more people or main characters, good spirits comment, the less we have to give any attention to the Nazis. Nazi Trump Putineers who worship Donna Kupetinsky and his daddy Vladdy, they cannot contribute. Like, you can make fun of them. If by making fun of them you get funny things said, but other than that, hello, no, I'm not gay, sorry, but you're Andrew Tate Top. I mean, that's great because you're kind of making fun of Andrew Tate, I think. Thanks for being here. Let's talk, Andrew Tate Top. Are you gay? I could be gay for you if you're anti-Trump enough. Make me gay. Like, give me a pitch. Nobody loves Putin, dude. Like, all you guys are here for is to prove that Trump Putineers are Nazi pedophile traitors. That's all you're here for. Like, you're doing it, but you suck. We love Putin. Your said overused buzzwords like Nazi or bigot that those words have no meaning. They don't have any meaning to you because you don't have any meaning. Your life has no meaning. You're one of the lives that don't matter. We're looking for people whose lives matter. Only people whose lives matter in the chat. We're just trying to find people. Iskus, I can't read your name. ISS, Isaac Assad, Assad. The topic was vaguely, generally, Emiru, outing Nazis as Nazis, outing all their Nazi networks. But you guys are going to need to leave an emoji in the chat if I missed your comment so I can read all your comments. I'll read all your comments if you just leave an emoji in the chat. That's how the rules work here, so we don't have to talk to the Nazis. The rules of my chat are always pretty much the same. If you leave an emoji in the chat, I'll read all your comments. Otherwise, I'm just not reading the comments. The comments are just for the Nazis to verify that they're all Nazi pedophiles. Trump, until Trump's gone. When Trump's gone, we can stop talking about Nazis so much. Karl Marx. Can you spell Karl Marx's name right? Can you do that for me? Research Karl Marx. But can you spell Karl Marx's name right? I mean, yeah, research Karl Marx, but just go ahead and spell his name Karlmarx. That's the Karl Marx you're talking about, right? You just can't spell his name for some really weird reason. What could that reason possibly be? Why couldn't you spell Karl Marx's name right? No one likes Trump. Okay, here's your evidence that I don't like Trump. There's a physical person here. I'm not a bot, right? Signal number one that I hate Trump. Not a bot. Physical person. Signal number two that I hate Trump. American. I'm speaking with an American accent. Symbol number two, I hate Trump. American. All beings who are American hate Trump. Like, that's it, dude. Thank you. Yeah, everybody hates Trump. Like, bots. If I was a bot, you might ask me, do you like Trump or not, bot? But I'm not a bot. So you don't have to ask. I hate Trump. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the W. I'm Australian and hate Trump. Thank you. We had an Australian in here earlier in this same live, I think. We had an Australian who liked Trump. It's like, what the fuck, dude? You're a traitor to your country and our country? But yeah, we all hate Trump here. I call him Donna Kupetinsky. You can call him BJT. I call him Donna Kupetinsky. I'm the one who coined the term Trump Putineers. Trump Putineers are Space Force in the street, Flat Earth in the sheets. We need automatic citizenship for everyone ICE contacts. We need life in prison for all ICE and all their enablers. That means you can find hundreds of people for prison just from my chat. We did have a guy who hunts Nazis in here earlier. It was fucking awesome, dude. We haven't had a Nazi hunter in here ever that I'm aware of, and they announced themselves that they're hunting the Nazis. So they'll be back. They'll be back to see all these comments and stuff, and they'll probably look through my other lives. They'll probably be pretty busy because I imagine they're with a network of Nazi hunters, and they can get all the Nazis reported to the Nazi hunters. Oh yeah, Wizard from Oz is the Nazi um, from Australia. But hold on, we had a human from Australia. Who was the human from Australia? You got to talk more, please, or just hit the reactions buttons anyway. Yeah, Kamala Harris would have been a better president. We could have stopped the genocide with Kamala. Yeah, Kamala Harris would have been a much better president. We would have still had a lot of America left. We still would have still had half our White House. Damn it, where was the good person? I'm sorry, dude, but if you're a good person and you commented once a long time ago, I might have forgotten your name already. If you comment again, yeah, we're going to stop the genocides. We're stopping Trump's genocide in America. We're stopping Putin's genocide in Ukraine. We're stopping Netanyahu's genocide in Israel. Welcome to the ultraviolet lions. Welcome to the blue lions. Welcome to the gray lions. Welcome to the silver lions. We're getting, what's her name, Emiru on OnlyFans. Emiru's going to be on OnlyFans. We own this pig. Are you talking about Trump? It was clearly set up. I can't believe you were still asleep today. What was set up? Trump's genocide. The Trump genocide in America. Take me to a South Park episode about it so they could do it, and you do it to you is your dummies. What? Mango cobbler? What do you want elaboration on? I'm sorry, were you asking questions? The rules in the live are you have to... What drugs are you on? What Asian boy? What drug? Hold on. Poor Asian boy. What drugs are you on? So yeah, Emiru's a Nazi. They outed Emiru as a Nazi today, or in the last couple days. I know Emiru's a Nazi. We caught her, and we caught her Nazi friends, who I guess everybody knew were Nazis, so why they didn't already know Emiru was a Nazi, I don't know. Bro's onto something, thank you. Yeah, Trump mutineers are Space Force in the streets, Flat Earth in the sheets. Automatic citizenship for... Bro's on everything. Automatic citizenship for everyone ICE contacts. Life in prison for ICE and all their enablers. Automatic citizenship for everyone ICE contacts. Life in prison for ICE and all its enablers. I hate the Nazis. The Nazis are the ones in chat. Don't let them throw you off. This live is not for them. This live is just for them to identify themselves as Nazis so the Nazi hunters can track them down. Including the FBI. What side of that sentence did the FBI fall on? What do you want elaboration on, Mango? What did you want elaboration on? What do you want elaborated? Just write one word in the chat what you want elaborated on, and I will elaborate. He said anything, everything? Okay, let's elaborate on Trump is Putin's puppet. Trump is working for Putin to destroy the USA. You guys, the FBI, all you losers are helping him. Okay, because you're all traitors, and you're all terrorists, and you're all Nazis. Okay? Emiru's a Nazi. You know, and from Emiru, everybody in the Emiru class of I don't have to say anything, to the right of that is a Nazi. Okay? No, we just proved it. So not true, Goebbels. Dude, we know you guys are Nazis. There's Nazis in the chat who are proud to be Nazis, and you guys are fine with them. There's Nazis in the chat bragging about being Nazis, and you guys are fine with them. You're mad at me for calling them out. So you're Nazis. We just caught you the exact same way we caught Emiru. It's simple. You're going to call me a Nazi, but the problem is, I don't, like, You don't take offense to being called a Nazi because you think being a Nazi is a good thing. I don't take offense to being called a Nazi because I'm not a Nazi. There's a difference. The reason you don't take offense to being called a Nazi is because you think not being a Nazi is a good thing. The reason I don't take offense to being called a Nazi is, well, you guys do take offense because you're like, he's calling us out, he's exposing us. I don't take offense to being called a Nazi because I'm not a Nazi. I'm verifiably, very obviously anti-Nazi, have been my entire life. You can see 18 years of my YouTube content to verify this. So, why are we Nazis? Because you support Trump, dude. Like, you're Trump-Putineers. You're Nazis, you're Klansmen, you're terrorists, you're pedophiles. You don't know this, so you're stupid. Like, no, the only people who are against me are the Nazi pedophiles, dude. Nobody else is against me. Watch. When we get somebody who's not a Nazi in here, when we get the first person or the second person who's not a Nazi, we've had somebody who wasn't a Nazi. They came and went. 2 different people, maybe 2 or 3 people, but I haven't noticed anybody else who's not a Nazi. Let's see. We're just looking for. Hey, I support Ukraine. Yeah, but Andrew, when the Ukraine Azov Battalion is the only thing you can come up with, the only time that you guys are anti-Nazi, but you have President Trump putting people in concentration camps. You have, like, you're total Nazis, okay? You have President Trump saying blood and soil all the time. You're total fucking Nazis, okay? But you don't have a Trump problem with President Trump, on a Nazi symbol CPAC stage. Like, you're total fucking Nazis. You don't have a problem with the Roman salute. You don't have a problem with Trump with Elon Musk and Bongino's Roman salute. You're total fucking Nazis. Like, everybody knows you're Nazis, okay? You're not worth talking to. That's why it's kind of a waste, and it kind of dampens the energy of the chat if I ever acknowledge a Nazi's comment. Nobody listens to Kanye West. I mean, come on. Yeah, he recently apologized for being a Nazi. Kanye West recently said, I'm sorry I was a Nazi and a Trump-Putineer for all those years that I was a Nazi and a Trump-Putineer. He apologized for the years of Kanye West being a Nazi and a Trump-Putineer. And he blamed it on brain damage. Suckers getting brain damage because I'm doing damage quite effectively. Kanye West blamed it on brain damage. He blamed his being a Nazi on brain damage. So you guys are stupider than a brain-damaged Kanye West. What's your excuse for being a Nazi? You're just stupider than a brain-damaged Kanye West? Everybody already knows exactly where it's at because it's the home with the jackets and the crack. Compton. That's the name of my hometown. It's going down. It's all around. And suckers just be having a fit. And it's a pity because I ain't doing nothing but claiming my city. Dude, I'm defending Ukraine. Just because Putin can put some Nazis somewhere doesn't give him the right to then kidnap 40,000 kids for his sex trafficking. Dude, you think you're human. Look, we're going to do Andrew 7483 for a second. Andrew 7483 thinks he's human. He's not. He's a Nazi. He says, you liberals are block tweakers who live in the bus station. You're just scared RFK will make Sudafed prescription only. East methy liberal. This is why you don't speak. Leftist supports Putin. It's right-wing liberals who support NATO. Literally a homeless tweaker. Take your abilify. Ukraine has a battalion who are open Nazis. I support Ukrainian Azov battalion. Shut up, brainworms, you dumb bitch. We're done with brainworms. We're done with that dumb bitch brainworms. RFK Jr. is literally in the chat. Like, that is RFK Jr. Who the fuck else would bring up RFK Jr.? Unbidden. Unrelated. That's RFK Jr. in the chat. That's what's so ridiculous about this. Hey, I'm going to curse you, Andrew, a.k.a. RFK Jr. Your family's already been cursed more than a motherfucker. Your dad got killed because of curse. Your uncle got killed because of curse. Your granddad probably got killed. Dude, you've been cursed more than a motherfucker, but you ain't been cursed like this. I'm cursing you, RFK Jr. I'm cursing you, and I'm cursing your brainworms. I'm cursing Putin, Trump, and Netanyahu through you and your brainworms. I'm cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu and Modi through your brainworms, RFK Jr. You feel those brainworms starting to burn? I'm cursing you and your brainworms. I'm cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through your brainworms. Okay, we got any humans in chat? Any humans, good spirits in chat? Put a emoji so I can read all your comments. We're not going to do all the Nazi bullshit today. We're making fun of Emiru. Emiru got canceled for being a Nazi. Anybody who's like Emiru, anybody who took too long to criticize ICE, Lady Gaga, anybody who took too long to criticize ICE, anybody who took too long to stand up to Trump, getting canceled like Emiru. And all their contacts getting exposed. So we're here for it. We're laughing at it. Emiru, she's going to be on OnlyFans soon. If you're on OnlyFans, you'll be able to see her on OnlyFans. You'll be able to see a lot more of Emiru on OnlyFans soon. You're welcome. You're welcome. We got that bitch to go on OnlyFans. You're welcome. We got that Nazi bitch on OnlyFans. You're welcome. We got that Nazi bitch you only watch because you were jacking off to her anyway on OnlyFans. You're welcome. What was an incel joke? Was it an incel inside? Was it an inside incel joke? No, Andrew is an incel. That's right. Andrew is RFK Jr. That was an incel joke about OnlyFans. Only incels say that. No, dude, I'm making fun of a Nazi bitch, Emiru, having to go to OnlyFans to try to maintain her lifestyle. I'm not down on OnlyFans. OnlyFans is cool. Good for OnlyFans. Nobody's making fun of OnlyFans. I'm making fun of a Nazi bitch who's going to have to go on OnlyFans to maintain her lifestyle because she's getting canceled. Where her OnlyFans are going to be kidnappers. That's what I'm making fun of. I'm making fun of the fact that her OnlyFans, well, she'll probably be more popular on OnlyFans than she ever was as a video game streamer. But on OnlyFans, her OnlyFans are going to be kidnappers. And they're going to see her in public someday. And their impulses will take over. And where will the FBI be? There'll probably be FBI. Arrest Scam Bondi. Hold on, we got an American in chat. Hold on. Hello, Blazing Partridge. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Impeach, remove, execute. We're only supporting Democrats who campaign, prioritize, number one priority. Impeach, remove, execute for treason. That applies to the Supreme Court too. Impeach, remove, execute. Say it with me. Impeach, remove, execute. There's only one guy that matters. That's the whole thing. Yeah, Net and YouTube jam-packs 50 fucking Nazis in for every human. Who cares? You don't fucking matter. One human matters more than all you fucking Nazis. One good spirit matters more than all you fucking Nazis. Impeach, remove, execute. That can go for you guys too. You guys are traitors too. I don't care if you're not American. You're still traitors to humanity. Is that why you're mad? They made you re-up life? No, they tried to cancel food stamps and starve us. They tried to cancel food stamps and starve the American people. Trump sued to cancel food stamps and starve the American people. And 6/9 of the Supreme Court, the traitor Putin-captured Supreme Court, ruled to starve us and by canceling food stamps. We've had their trials. Trump and 6/9 of the Supreme Court had a trial about 2 months ago. They're traitors. What's the penalty for treason? We had another Australian in here earlier. Welcome to the chat. Trey Money, you've been reported. Go ahead, ban me. If you want, you're advocating kidnapping a streamer. No, I'm just saying her fans are kidnappers. She's reduced her fans to, her only fans are kidnappers. Okay? Emiru's only fans are kidnappers. Right? She's reduced her fans. She's kicked out the fan base that are against kidnapping. So her only fans are kidnappers. When she's on OnlyFans, yeah, she'll have non-kidnapper fans. She'll have fans that don't know who she was. But all of her core fans, all of her kidnapper fans, are going to move with her to OnlyFans. So her OnlyFans community will have a very strong core of kidnappers. And they'll see her in public one day. I'm just saying. No one's changing your words for your benefits. Stop changing your words for your benefits. No, dude, I'm just explaining shit. You don't cozy up to kidnappers. You guys all cheer on the kidnapping of Nancy Guthrie, don't you? How many of you got, put a 1 in chat if you want Nancy Guthrie home safe? Put a 2 in chat if you're on the team of the kidnappers, because you're a MAGA, Trump, Putin, terrorist, kidnapper piece of shit. Put a 1 in the chat if you want Nancy Guthrie returned home safe. Put a 2 in the chat if you're a kidnapper. See, look, we got some 1s and we got some 2s. See, Trey Money wants Nancy Guthrie returned home safe. But the trolls are with the kidnappers. Like, shit ain't hard, dude. Most people identify with the kidnappers. Most of the people in this chat, because they're all Nazis, they're all Trump Putineers, they're cheering on the kidnappers. They've been cheering on the ICE kidnappers and the FBI kidnappers this whole time. So here they are cheering on the kidnappers. Nancy Guthrie is the mom of Savannah Guthrie. Savannah Guthrie is a Today Show host. So when they kidnapped her, it's kind of like when they shot Alex Preddy, right? Why did they shoot Alex Preddy? Gun owner, right? They shot Alex Preddy because he's a gun owner. Why did they shoot a gun owner? To do a terrorist attack on the Second Amendment. Any of you guys ever cared about the Second Amendment? So they're doing a terrorist attack on the Second Amendment. Okay? That's why the NRA is turned against Trump. They did a terrorist attack on the Second Amendment when they shot Alex Preddy in the back 10 times and took his gun. Sorry, when they took his gun and then shot him in the back 10 times. They did a terrorist attack on Alex Preddy when they took his gun and shot him in the back 10 times. Okay? So that's Trump doing a terrorist attack on the Second Amendment. Trump doing a terrorist attack on the First Amendment is when Savannah Guthrie, Today Show host, interviews Epstein victims. That makes Trump mad. Epstein victims, he's for the Epstein perpetrators. He's the Epstein class. So he's mad when somebody interviews Epstein victims and is trying to expose his evil Epstein shit. So he has his MAGA kidnappers kidnap her mom. And then they make a big deal about it to terrorize the entire American public, to terrorize all journalists, to let everybody know, very obviously, they will kidnap your mom if you interview Epstein victims. If you, criticize Trump, they will kidnap your mom. FBI is helping them do it. You can tell the FBI helped them do it by not releasing the camera footage for 10 days. The FBI helped them do it by searching the house to make it look like, oh, they're the ones who did it to themselves or something. Arrest all pedophiles. Thank you, cute puppy. Arrest all people in the files. Thank you, Blazing Partridge. Yeah, we can start with Bill Clinton. We can waterboard that bitch. We can find out, hey, how did Donica Patinsky suck it? We can say, hey, Bill, how good was Donica Patinsky when he sucked your dick? Hey, Bill, how good was Donica Patinsky when he sucked your dick? We can put Bill in an interrogation room and find that out. Bill will be like, I'm coming for you, Donnie. We need to let Donica Patinsky know, just like Bill did. Coming for you, Donnie. I'm coming for you, Donnie. Coming for you, Donnie. Anyway, only old people will get that joke. What is it, cute puppy? I thought you were anti-Trump. Let's look at cute puppy for a second. Cute puppy's against pedophiles. Hold on a second. Nazi Germany was almost 100 years ago. Touch grass, cricket. Grow the fuck up. Nobody's entitled to food stamps. Feed yourself, bum. Okay, so you're one of those people that thinks the pedophiles are Democrats. Okay, never mind. When you said arrest the pedophiles, you thought you were talking about Democrats. You're just a complete idiot. Yeah, Trump's a pedophile. Trump's a snuff. He makes snuff films with kids that he raped. That's what Trump does. Trump will make you wish that he was just a pedophile. That's the thing. Trump's the one that makes pedophiles look good because he does even worse. Do you have enough Roman salutes, Skippy? Sorry that we got one human in the chat and a bunch of fucking Nazis. Yeah, the Democrats are guilty too. We need to get rid of them. Everybody in the files. Yeah, the 3 crimes that Biden did, he didn't arrest Trump, the genocide in Gaza, and he didn't release the files. Not arresting Trump and the genocide in Gaza and not releasing the files are probably all the same thing. Fucking dumb fucks. Trump, Putin, Netanyahu. You can't hate Trump or Putin or Netanyahu without hating the rest unless you're just fucking sucked into some bullshit. You've got to hate Trump and Putin and Netanyahu all with the same fervor. You can't just hate Netanyahu. You can't just hate Putin. You can't just hate Trump. It's the same thing. I got to get something to eat. You don't believe the snuff film thing? You hadn't heard, what's her name? Sasha Riley? What's his name? Sorry, Sasha Riley. You haven't heard Sasha Riley yet? You don't know about the snuff film stuff? Just look up Sasha Riley. Sasha Riley. Sasha Riley's testimony. I mean, we don't have the testimony of the kids they murdered because they murdered them. But we have the testimony of the kids who were there when they murdered him. Sasha Riley even had said that they had him kill somebody, like another kid. Like, do you admit that stuff? Do you just make that stuff up? No, dude. Like, that's what they do. Who is Sasha Riley? Why don't you ask Google? Sorry about all the Nazis in chat. At least they're getting themselves exposed. At least they're exposing themselves so the Nazi hunters can find them. That one guy was serious, dude. He was reporting people to agencies and stuff. I look forward to him coming back. Jake, I think he was awesome. Yeah, it's not too late to get off Donica Putinsky's dick either. It's not too late to quit being a slave for MAGA. It's not too late to quit being a slave for Trump and Putin. Your curses don't work, dude. Like, you're here to take my curses back to Trump and Putin and Netanyahu and your families. I do curse your families when I curse you. So when shit happens to your families, and it's because you were in this live fucking around being a Nazi, maybe you shouldn't have done that. Cursing everybody in the chat who's a Nazi, cursing everybody who's pro-Trump, cursing all your families, cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through you. Any humans in chat? Is what verified or implicated or from the hotline? Sasha Riley? Sasha Riley talked to a reporter. And all the Epstein files that are coming out are verifying it. Dude, not threatening people's families. I'm cursing you and your family. You don't get it. You got yourself cursed. Also, Nazi hunters do come to the chat now. I've been talking about it for months or years. But Nazi hunters did show up in the chat earlier today. So Nazi hunters will be reviewing all these chat messages. That got half of you to leave. Yeah, Nazi hunters are in the chat now. The bitch-ass FBI wanted to protect the Nazis. Well, the Nazi hunters are here now. The Nazi hunters have found the content. So I'm free to talk. But I'm cursing you. Oh, that's right. The Nazi hunters are here, but I'm cursing you. While you're here, I'm cursing you. I'm cursing your families. I'm cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu in the name of Jesus, in the name of Judas, in the name of the goddess. Cursing you, cursing your families, cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through you. And look what happened. One of your queens just got taken down. Emiru just got taken down today. And look what else happened. One of your NASCAR drivers and his family got taken down. And look what else happened. One of your 100% MAGA congressmen gone. Look what else happened. One of your fascist cartoonists, the guy who wrote Dilbert, gone. Look what happened. Joe Rogan. Is Joe Rogan gone yet? No, we're taking down Trump, Putin, and Netanyahu. We're voting for Jasmine Crockett, AOC, Cardi B. We're voting for somebody good. You're a second-generation Afghan-American. Thank you. You don't think the Nazis are going to come for you. You said you're second generation. Well, the whole point is to stop the Nazis, right? But in the meantime, if we want to send them after certain people, because everybody we send the Nazis after, it's somebody good that they can't go after. Everybody bad we send the Nazis after, somebody good they can't go after. So we had one in here the other day who was bragging about how Obama ICE agents stormed his house. Who's Thomas Massey? I've heard that name before. Is he like one of the Republicans who was helping get the Epstein files out? Is that Thomas Massey? Oh, wait, we got somebody who wishes Joe Rogan would appear. Hey, Beaches. Hey, Beaches, like your name. Sorry about the Nazis in chat, dude. Like, I get so used to all these Nazis in chat, I don't even read their comments. But thank you, Hey, Beaches. Thank you, Blazing Partridge. You guys are American heroes. I want to focus on you guys for a second. We only have 5 minutes left of the live. 4 minutes, really. So focusing on you guys. Hey, Beaches and Blazing Partridge. Notice you're the only two humans in the chat. Everybody else in the chat's a piece of shit Nazi, right? So, Trump Putineers are Nazis. Sorry, if you just got here, I wasn't talking about you unless you're a Trump Putineer. Biden wanted to release the files. What stopped Biden from releasing the files? Because right now I'm counting Biden's 3 greatest crimes are not arresting Trump, allowing the genocide in Gaza, and not releasing the files. And those might all be the same crime, if you know what I'm saying. That might all be the crime for the same people. Yeah, I disrespect Nazis here. Catchy electro music. Are you a real person? Catchy electro music. Well, I don't know. You got the numbers of a fascist, so. Catchy electric music. Say something anti-Trump, so I know you're a real person. I'm Jewish, mate. You're like Jewish Australian? Or are you British? Or are we on a ship? I'm glad you're Jewish, but you're not anti-Trump, so you're a Zionist. You're a Nazi. Well, you got to be anti-Trump. You betrayed your religion. You betrayed your whole God and culture and religion and stuff. You're a British. You're like a Brexiteer. You're like a Nazi. Alex Preddy wanted so bad. What? Dude, oh my gosh. This Nazi just said Alex Preddy wanted so bad to be called Rittenhouse, but did everything wrong. He was not a Nazi. Kyle Rittenhouse was a Nazi, so the Nazis protected him. Alex Preddy was anti-Nazi, so the Nazis murdered him. To be clear, they murdered Alex Preddy because he was a gun owner and they were doing a terrorist attack on the Second Amendment. Now, I don't read all the comments. I read a couple of comments sometimes. I'm anti-Trump, but pro-Nazi. He doesn't know how to handle me. No, dude, I know how to handle you, you fucking dumbass Klansman. You're anti-Trump because he's not Nazi enough. Dude, nobody gives a shit about that. Like, you guys should be hunted down. Enough with being a Nazi Jew. Enough with being a Zionist. You know, fuck you. Fuck you, catchy electro music. What I'm going to do is I'm going to curse you. I'm going to curse your family. I'm going to curse your Zionist network. And I'm cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through you. Oh, and did you get your prime minister removed there, bitch? Because he hired somebody from the Epstein files? Yeah, that's what I thought. You can fuck right off with that shit. Whining about being called a Nazi. Don't be a fucking Nazi. Fucking, I won't curse you. You're brainwashed. Well, I cursed you even though you're brainwashed. Fuck you. You need Jesus now. You're going to need Jesus to get you out of the Antichrist Trump. You're going to be needing Jesus. You proved your God was fake, right? Your Jewish God, fake, right? Didn't protect you guys from doing a genocide, did he? Your Jewish God is fake as shit. Just like the Christian God, fake as shit. Jesus is from the goddess. Oh, I know what I'm talking about. This is the Holy Spirit telling you now. You dumb bitch. This is the Holy Spirit calling you a dumb bitch and cursing your family. Think about it. You got cursed just to try to show up in a live talking about being Jewish, but supporting Trump. Fucking Nazi bitch. From England. Supporting Trump from England. Fucking Nazi Brexitist bitch. Jesus is Palestinian. Let's be clear. Jesus is Palestinian. You're murdering his family. You know? You're killing Jesus' family. I gotta shut down the live because we're at an hour. Dude, your Jesus is Antichrist. I curse you in the name of the real Jesus. Our Judas beats your Jesus. But yeah, Jesus is Palestinian. Y'all can stop killing your families. Yeah, I can curse in Jesus' name. Jesus is from the goddess. The goddess includes Hecate. 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 The goddess includes all goddesses. And we're cursing the fuck out of y'all. I just wanted to stop it for a highlight. That's right, you can't. You never could.